Hello everyone, welcome back to another World Conquer 4 video. It is Lele Back Launcher here. Today we're starting the hard mode of the North Atlantic campaign event that dropped in April of 2025. Mission number 1, Seattle. Enemy debuffs are the damage reduction of terrain is... Oh, it's increased by 100%. That's tough. I hope that applies to us and not just the enemies. That'll make it pretty tough on a mountainous or forested map like Seattle. When we're fighting in the Canadian and American Rockies and the PNW. We also have tactical. These are the rewards we're gonna get. The rewards we're gonna get. The rewards we're gonna get. Anyway, let's start the mission. It'll be almost completely free to play, if not entirely free to play. It's an endgame HQ, so I'm gonna be using really powerful generals. And now our first attack is we're going to want to have Guderian's morale up. If it doesn't happen, then just reset the mission until it does. I got lucky there. Let's have you be Rundstedt. But first we're gonna try to get rid of this tank. Not a critical blow, unfortunate, but we were able to destroy it anyway. And now we can move you up to this general area. Let's have you attack the T-44, why not? Maybe we might be able to get rid of that next turn too. This is gonna be Konev. I gave him, since he's on a priest, I took off logistics for him. Since you can't really string those together, I prefer mobility, especially on this first turn, since he couldn't reach her without the mobility ribbon. Taking advantage of his elite force thing, a subscriber recently convinced me to take off jungle fighting on him and give him inferior victory, which makes him more valid as an elite force commander, more prioritized. Let's have you attack Seattle first. Nice, it hit the T-44, so we should be able to get rid of this thing right now too. We need to get Rundstedt out of the way, however. I would like to be able to capture Seattle with Rundstedt, but I think that's unlikely. There is a forest here. I'd like to get my Hawkeye force down there. So let's just keep you safe here. Let's get you moving. This is gonna be MacArthur. Or, yeah, I'm gonna say MacArthur. Watch this. Man, I like seeing those big numbers. Nice, we might actually be able to capture Seattle this round. However, these units are gonna stay in the north, help out there. I'm gonna use Yamashita. And we'll take Seattle with him. Well done. Let's move you off of the tunnel. It'll be a long way to get rid of Rokossovsky. Getting rid of Yeryomenko is much more possible. Let's have you positioned further to the south, however. Or I do want you on terrain. You don't see how that damage reduction is helping them out until you actually attack them, and I'm attacking units on the plane right now. Actually, let's start dealing, you have a good bit of health. Only one of these things would be able to attack you without any fear, so let's start getting rid of this thing here so it doesn't spawn more units too. We do have a level 3 port and 1 naval objective over here, so I'm going to deploy Yamaguchi. We do have 16 commanders, bear that in mind. I want to get that Typhoon in the fight as early as possible. That'll be with Halsey. I did recently unlock the Apache. I would very much like to use it, but man, that is expensive in terms of technology. And I'm assuming that you guys don't have it unlocked either, so I'm gonna refrain from using it that way. I'm gonna put down my own Hawkeye Force. It's a level 9 Hawkeye Force. I'm also assuming you don't have one of those, but unfortunately there's nothing I can really do there. Sorry about the background noise. Not much I can really do there to negate that. I'm gonna be using Retzkoff on him. This is going to be Brooke, who is now my tertiary tank commander. And this is gonna be, let's say, who else will I be able to deploy? I would like to deploy an Enterprise, maybe with Yamamoto. You can see I've already sort of configured Yamamoto to be my go-to Apache commander, or other Elite Force helicopters when they're available. I'd like to get these guys in the field later, but our economic heft is fairly limited, so I'm actually going to deploy one of my stronger commanders earlier. Really putting Brooke out there. Definitely not going to be able to get a kill like that soon. Might be able to kill the BM-21 if I do get, yep, good morale here. That'll help a lot. Surprised I was able to kill that, but we take those wins. Nice, we've already done a good job of thinning out this immediate Soviet advance at us. And we have already taken Seattle, good first turn. And I can still use you as well. Let's do that then. Didn't really hurt you badly. Nice. Almost forgot about that. Next turn. It's only a level 5 combat medic, but I'll try to keep you farther behind the lines. I don't want to have to deal with cleaning that up. That really hurt. But you are fighting on hostile terrain now, so this ability is weakened a good bit. I attacked with him first because it buffs Guderian and allows me to drop him below half health. I think you can see he's barely below half health, but enough to really weaken his attack. I think you guys will be fine. He has naval logistics. Okay, good. I wonder if that's a bug or not. But you can still use the fortress. You can still use the tunnel even if it doesn't give you any moves. That's useful. It looks like we just with one turn we were able to defeat half of the health of this fortress thanks to Kona being an absolute beast. Damn, bro. Yeah, that level 9 Hawkeye Force is really powerful. I love this thing. $388. I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that, but I know for sure you'd be able to do that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, well, we've basically just completely hollowed out the Soviet forces in Alberta and British Columbia. We are facing some pressure near Vancouver, though. Anything we can do to okay, yeah. Okay, if this submarine stays here, that's actually really good for us, because this means I might have an avenue to get out of Puget Sound and Vancouver Bay, I imagine. I don't know what it's actually called. Let's take advantage of your ability. And put you up here where you have a better defensive bonus. Govrov might come down from his perch there. So I'm going to attack him first while I still have more enemies near me. I'll clean up those enemies. And then try to kill him straight up. Now, if I left those, I probably could have killed him. I underestimate how powerful Patton is, even on a non-elite. Should have tried to take advantage of that. I don't think you... Maybe you'll be able to do 43. Let's see. Nice. Okay, that's actually very, very nice. I'm gonna be mining terrain if it gives them such a strong boost. Maybe they know that. They don't really seem to be fighting out of terrain so far, so I'm not sure if the AI knows that it's getting that boost. I'm not deploying anything down in Vancouver. Next turn, I'm gonna try to drop down an an RPG Rocketeer. 1, 2, yes. Let's not forget our nukes. 1 nuke should be enough to get Vasily down below half health. Really neuter him. Well below half health, yup. You don't need any nuking. Yeah, let's get started on this fortress. Oh, I should have more so focused on this fortress over here. That would take longer. If it was just my unit sitting within range, undisputed, I'd know I'd be able to finish that off pretty quickly since Yamaguchi does a lot of damage. But when the American units come within range of the fortress and the fortress targets them, then my damage output then the time to deal with the fortress is cut in half. Let's keep you moving. Fortunate for us, we could actually break through this blockade. But yeah, this submarine's gonna be annoying. I mean, it's useful in that it's starting to chip away at the fortress by itself before I can get there, but it's just gonna block me. No need to move you farther than that. I still want my missiles in range of a lot of these targets. Should get that kill. Nice. Got lucky there. Unfortunately, no forests near Katukov. Now, this isn't my priest. My priest is fully maxed out. So unfortunately, it doesn't. The level 9 priest not fully maxed out because now it goes up to level 12. It deals 50% less damage, but with the other ability, it deals the same amount of damage. I would not if I was on a level 9, I would actually move up to attack the B4 howitzer since the howitzer has more health. Is at full health. This would trigger, so it takes an extra 30% damage, and then it would deal that extra that double 15% damage straight to Katukov, and it might be able to kill him. But in this instance, that doesn't work. So I'm just gonna do it the other way around. I'll put you here. Let's lower the defense of the fortress first, and then buff up MacArthur's damage output, and then we can do the same up here. Oh, I completely forgot to use my tunnels first. Will have given one of my units an extra turn. Not the end of the world, I'll save it for next turn. I think my infantry would be able to at least get this guy well below half health. Let's capture the town first. These units are going to attack Rundstedt anyway, so might as well have the town absorb one of those hits. Yeah, let's just try to be streamlined about it. I actually might want to move Halsey farther back. Yamashita is taking some damage around Seattle. If we can, let's see if we can get rid of Vasily. I should just try to call him Zaitsev, because that's his last name. Let's heal up Eckelberger a little bit. RPG Rocketeer or Phantom Force? I prefer RPG Rocketeer. That'll be with Higuchi. And we can have a plain old infantry down in Seattle to hold that town. 1 unit left, you. Why not? Why not give it a try? Yep, that's what we wanted. Next turn. We might be able to finish a lot of objectives off here. Defeat the health of the city first, buff up my ally, and then take the city. Ugh, I keep on forgetting. You have the tunnel. So annoying. I even said next turn. I lied. Now I would like to help Doolittle hold Victoria. Yeah, dang, I just lost the range to affect. I mean, I still have plenty of range to affect the last only objective, really. Nuclear facility wouldn't be bad. Let's just block off that advance. Let's send you south in case we need you. Don't know how much damage you did, but it had to have been in like the mid 400s or 500s. Don't really care about losing you, you're not worth the infantry. You are. And I'm not going to put down an economic commander since we're already far enough into the match that we probably don't need it. You also got another nuke. We'll use that 460. Nukes can't take critical attacks, unfortunately. $468. We do have a 3-star city there. And I'm pretty sure Yamamoto would be able to do that damage with the B-52s, but I'm not sure if you guys have unlocked those either. Unfortunately, I cannot reach there with... It's gotta hurt. Should have done that first, perhaps? And I should have used you first, oh my god. I definitely don't want to lose Yamamoto. 161, so I'd only be able to do it twice. And that's definitely not enough for a kill. So let's hold the rest of our towns, like so. Yeah, we're in no risk of losing those objectives yet. I don't know if the Centurion can use the tunnel. But let's find that out next round. When I remember to use my guy. Okay, testing. No, it cannot. But doesn't matter. We have already completed everything we need to for this mission. How did you... I could have sworn you just went up in health. Somehow, by some miracle, our forces still held Victoria Island, or Vancouver Island, capital Victoria. We get 75 medals out of that. Wasn't too bad, but the earlier missions are never too difficult. Next up is going to be mission number 2, Cuba. We'll be getting these rewards. Thank you very much for watching. If you learned anything, got any new tips, tricks, strategies, tactics, operations, ideas, then hit the like button if you enjoyed the commentary, the music, or the gameplay. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, concerns, leave them down below in the comments. I read all of them. I enjoy interacting with you guys, my viewers. You guys are why I make these videos. Yep, if I help you save money, save time, get through a tough mission that you might have been stuck on, then I've done my job. And if you want me to continue doing that, then hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. It's a pleasant little ding. Might brighten up your day a little. For me, it would brighten it up a lot. Really appreciate you all. This is the Launcher signing off. 07 everyone.